Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of PC gaming laptops. Let's face it, laptops have become incredibly powerful these days. They can handle a ton of different tasks, from creative pursuits like video editing and 3D modeling to, of course, gaming. But when it comes to gaming, there are a few key things you really want to consider to make sure you have a smooth and enjoyable experience. In this video, we'll be going over what exactly those key things are. We'll be talking about the hardware you'll need to look out for to make sure your laptop can handle the latest games. Alright, so let's jump right in. CPU, the brain of the operation. First up, we have the Central Processing Unit, or CPU. This is essentially the brain of your computer, and it's responsible for handling all of the game's instructions. When it comes to gaming, you'll want a CPU with at least 4 cores, and ideally 8 cores or more. This will give you the processing power you need to run modern games without any stuttering or lag. In terms of specific brands and models, Intel's Core i5 and Core i7 processors are both popular choices for gaming laptops. AMD Ryzen processors are also a great option, and they often offer better value for money. GPU, the graphics powerhouse. Next up, we have the Graphics Processing Unit, or GPU. The GPU is responsible for rendering the game's visuals, so it's essential for smooth and high-quality graphics. For gaming, you'll definitely want a dedicated graphics card, rather than relying on integrated graphics. NVIDIA's GeForce GTX and RTX series are popular choices for gaming laptops, and AMD Radeon RX series are also a good option. When it comes to choosing a specific graphics card, it really depends on the types of games you want to play and the level of performance you're looking for. If you're a casual gamer who just wants to play older games or less demanding titles, then a mid-range graphics card will suffice. But if you're a serious gamer who wants to play the latest games at the highest settings, then you'll need a high-end graphics card. RAM, keeping things running smoothly. Another important factor to consider is RAM, or random access memory. RAM is used to store temporary data that the CPU needs to access quickly. For gaming, you'll want at least 8 GB of RAM, but 16 GB is even better. This will help to ensure that your games run smoothly and that you can multitask without any problems. Storage. How much space do you need? When it comes to storage, you'll need to consider how much space you'll need for games, as well as other files such as movies, music, and documents. Modern games can take up a lot of space, so it's a good idea to get a laptop with a solid-state drive, SSD. SSDs are much faster than traditional hard drives, which will lead to faster loading times in games. In terms of capacity, 512 GB is a good starting point, but 1 TB or more is even better if you plan on storing a lot of games. Battery life. How long can you game on the go? Gaming laptops are notorious for having poor battery life, but that's not always the case. If you plan on doing a lot of gaming on the go, then you'll want to look for a laptop with good battery life. However, it's important to keep in mind that you'll always get the best performance when your laptop is plugged in. So, if battery life is a major concern, you might want to consider getting a desktop gaming PC instead. Cooling system, keeping your laptop cool. Gaming laptops can generate a lot of heat, so it's important to make sure they have a good cooling system. A good cooling system will help to prevent your laptop from overheating, which can lead to performance problems and even damage the hardware. Look for a laptop with multiple fans and large heat sinks. You may also want to consider a laptop with a vapor chamber cooling system, which is a more advanced cooling solution that can help to keep your laptop even cooler. Alright, so those are the key things you need to consider when it comes to the hardware requirements for gaming laptops. Of course, there are other factors to consider as well, such as the price, the screen size, and the keyboard. But the hardware we've discussed today is the most important thing to focus on if you want a laptop that can handle the latest games.